So this is another devising blog, and I'm going to talk about the scene where the rain comes, and how we got to that point, and how we wanted to make the rain, and what happened in that scene basically. So first of all, we split up into two groups, and he said to us to just create this storm scene, and we had this discussion in my group where we couldn't actually show what was actually happening on the ship at the time, because it would look stupid and it would be really hard to convey that to the audience. Like us just like ooh, or like people drowning and falling off and all the noises, it'll be really hard to convey. So that was one discussion we had, and that was kind of our main point in our group. And so we came back together as one group, and we discussed our ideas between each other. And the other group, I think it was the other group, that came up with the idea of using snaps and claps as rain falling, and to create this like I don't know what you call it, but to make me feel uncomfortable as my character because of the rain and the thunder. And it's just basically, it's like triggering a memory in my head that that storm happened. And basically, when a big clap happens of thunder, I come up and just say a few lines like, "Oh, God, it was the first night, blah blah blah. I was scared. I was scared. I was lying, blah blah blah." But really panicked and really scary. And the way we did that was it was basically a big discussion of how we did it. So we discussed about it beforehand, and then we got a few chairs out, podcast out, and we kind of rolled through it and explained what we wanted to do. And we kept roll through it, and we kept like picking up ideas as long we went, and we came up with the idea of keeping the raindrops, because we really liked the idea of using the snaps and the claps as rain, and yeah, that's what we came up with the rain. And then we just kind of tweaked it a bit, and not making my character too anxious and too explosive when he comes out, when the big thunder happens, and to be quite more calmer. When I say it, for example, it was the first night, and I remember there was lightning, and my leg was trapped. So it's not like, oh no, that was lightning, and no, blah, blah. It's not like that, because we thought it would be too out there for the audience that we wanted to show. So that was the main way we devised that scene, was getting splitting our groups into two bits, explaining different ideas, seeing which was best in our groups, coming back as one and explaining our best idea, and then explaining each other the ideas that we had and trying to combine them, or using that main idea for a structure, and then keep adding little bits of ideas, and then creating the scene. And that's how we kind of devised this scene. So it was it took us like nearly a whole hour or 2 hours or even more probably, to devise this whole scene the way we did it. It was very effective the way we did it, because we all agreed at the end, and we all thought at the end it was a very good effective scene.